What's up to all of my Cancers out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. This is your weekly astrology horoscope for the week of June 22nd to the 28th of 2020. So, let's get into it. For you guys, my Cancers, we have Venus finally going direct this week over there in your 12th house. So we're moving out of some of this 12th house energy, whereas Venus has been there in retrograde for the past 40 days. And this can be a little bit of a difficult transit, and it can be very revealing to you in places where you have been somewhat of a martyr in your relationships, or maybe you've just been giving so much of yourself in relationships that you found yourself so empty. And this retrograde of Venus through that area has kind of giving you space to review some of your actions involved in those steps and how you've gotten there, and review that and how you want to change and how you want to move forward into relationships, because Venus is coming into your first house now. So you're going to be attracting a lot of people into your life. When Venus comes into the first house, people become very attracted to you. This is the goddess of love and beauty in the house of your body. So people kind of can come into your life magnetically in that way. We also do have Mars moving into Aries, and for you guys, this is your 10th house. So wow, Mars loves being in the 10th house. The 10th house is Capricorn. This is where Mars is exalted, so he typically just loves being here because it's where he can attach his ambition to achieve, to something to build, right? Mars has all this energy to go somewhere, and in the 10th house it gets directed into something it can construct, right? And we're looking at your career goals, we're looking at your long-term life goals, we're looking at the world you want to build for yourself ultimately. So Mars is here to kind of be like, all right, I've got the drive, let's make it happen. But it's going to come down to, you're truly really going to have to identify with those projects completely in order to see and receive the kind of feeling and the results that you want out of it. And as Neptune has also gone retrograde this week over there in your 9th house, you're reviewing a lot of your beliefs and what you're connected to there. You're reviewing your belief systems. You're reviewing in some cases even the kind of maybe higher education that you've been taking on, and kind of going back over all of that and seeing, do I truly identify with what I've been taught here, what I've learned here, what I've learned about myself, what I've learned about others, what I've learned about the world? Is this something that I'm truly connected with, or do I need to release this belief? Is this not a belief that's truly connected to my soul? Is this something that's holding me back from moving into these new spaces? Is it something I identify with? The things that you identify with, and connecting those to your long-term goals with Mars over there in Aries in your 10th house is going to be huge. You are going to have the energy to move forward and to create some of these new, more comfortable, more exciting spaces for yourself moving forward from here. I think Cancers are definitely coming out of some of the dredge here. We're going to be kind of moving into some more comfortable spaces, but it's about finding those things that you identify with, not letting other people's opinions and not letting yourself be so caretaking to other people and have to give so much of yourself all the time. It's going to be about you standing up for yourself. What do you identify with? What do you want? What do you desire? This is about your needs and your wants now. It's not so much about sacrificing yourself for others, and even in some kind of martyr aspect it can turn into sometimes. But in any case, let's see what's going on in the cards for you guys, my Cancers. Okay, so the first card we pulled is the Three of Pentacles. So what am I telling you? Mars comes into the 10th house and wants to build something. It wants to attach that ambition and drive to something to achieve. And this is manifestation. This is things coming together. These are results being physically seen in front of your face. So don't lose sight on all the hard work that you've been doing on yourself. Don't let these last few days of Mars and Pisces drag you into some self-defeatist attitude. There is stuff coming around on the other corner that's going to show where you've got manifested results from a lot of this hard work that you've been putting in. Our challenge, okay, so some of us are afraid to get out from behind this wall. We have the world in our hand, Cancers. All of my Cancers out there have some knowledge. They have some experience. They have some shit they've been through, some shit they've learned. And now you've got a whole new world in your hands, and you've got the energy to kind of get out there and explore. But it's the fear kind of keeping you behind this wall a little bit. We got to step out from behind this wall to create this kind of new world that you want to create for yourself. So Queen of Swords is our final card that we pulled. So yeah, there's something that you need to disconnect from and be a conscious observer of this week. Maybe something that you're still kind of emotionally attached to or emotionally involved with, to kind of step away and take an objective observation of the reality of that. The Queen of Swords knows when to disconnect, right? She's very intuitive. She's very insightful. She sees the truth in things. She kind of pierces through the bullshit because she's able to take a step back and be that kind of conscious observer of what's going on in her reality. So maybe something that we need to disconnect from this week in order to step into this manifestation and out of this fear to explore some of these new places, because y'all are definitely building some exciting new worlds for yourself, my Cancers. I love you guys so much. I hope you're doing well out there, and I will be back next week.